Hello buddy, welcome on back to another video on the Untitled Chapter, and today we're going to be taking a look at the LEGO Harry Potter Great Hall set from 2018. So this is one of the castle sets, meaning that you can connect it to the other castle structures to make one big LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts castle. However, you can just have it like this, and either way it looks pretty good. If you do enjoy this video, then please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, with notification bell turned on. So basically what you're essentially getting in this set is the Great Hall itself. You're getting a brick built basilisk, and then you're getting a bolt, and then you're getting a ton of really cool minifigures. Okay, so first of all, we're going to be taking a look at the basilisk, and I don't know why they included a basilisk in the set, to be honest, because a basilisk, this basilisk came in the Chamber of Secrets, and this is sort of mainly meant to represent the scenes from the first movie with the selection for minifigures and everything. However, I think it's quite nice. I think that it's quite cool LEGO have included this. It's very simple. It has a lot of the bolt joint pieces. You'll see that you've got a load of them on this thing. So if you're looking to get a bunch of bolt joint pieces, get this set for the basilisk. And one thing that I've actually figured out you can do with this, which is actually what I think is actually really cool, you can get the tail and you can actually slither it around like this, and the bolt joint pieces actually move quite nicely, so it allows you to do that, and I think it's quite cool. It works quite well. It does sometimes break off, so you gotta watch out for that, but majority of the time it's quite easy to play with and you can slither it all around. So here we have the head, which is actually very simple. It just has these translucent yellow stud pieces on either side just to represent the eyes. And then for the mouth, you're getting two of these teeth pieces, and then you're getting a red towel piece, and the mouth can be actually opened up quite widely, which is quite nice. And then you see you've got the teeth there, and you can pose it however you like. You can have it as the whole mouth is closed, or you can have it like this, which is pretty cool to see. To me, the head is probably the only good part about this thing, because the rest of it is all exactly the same in the way it's designed. Very simply done, I'm going to say that. It just has these 2x2 black pieces on it, and then on the other side you have a lot of these circular tile pieces. So here we have the boat, which is quite nice. It is mainly composed of one mold, and then you have the few pieces here just forming the lamp, and you can fit a ton of minifigures on there. I think that's really good. You can fit all of these students, so you get 5 students, you can fit all of them on there. I'm just going to take them all off so you can actually just see for yourself what the inside of the boat actually looks like. This is what you're getting. Pretty simple in the way it's done, nothing too special there, I'm going to say that. It's just mainly composed of the light brown molded piece there. Then you got a few of these pieces on the side, and then you got the lamp, which is composed of 4 pieces. So you got one here, and then you've got the clip piece, and then you have a translucent light green head, which I think looks quite nice to sort of represent the light. Okay, so now we're going to be taking a look at the actual Great Hall itself, and I'm going to say that this is actually a pretty big model. I think it's the biggest one of all the castle sets that we've seen, but I really like this thing. It has a lot of nice detailing. I mean, even if you just look at the roof, which is quite simple in the design, it's really nice. It uses a lot of these new pieces here. I do quite like them, the double sloped pieces, and I just think overall it looks really nice. And then you've got a lot of these sort of turret pieces used throughout the whole thing to represent all the towers, and it just looks very castle-like. And I know it is meant to be castle-like because it is a castle, but I think that they've just done a really nice job of it overall. And one thing I really like is the texturing. It uses a lot of these brick pieces as well, which is really nice to see. You don't really see them too much. You do see them a lot in the Harry Potter sets though, and I just think it's really nice overall. I do really like these bottom pieces that they use here to represent sort of the windows that sort of lead to the inside of the Great Hall. And one extra thing I really like is that they use a lot of these rock pieces throughout the whole thing. You've got one there, and then you've got one here as well, and then you've also got a few more spread throughout the whole thing. You can see you've actually got one there as well, so you got a nice variety of them pieces. And then also on this side you've got a few of these dark blue pieces representing the lake, which I think is really nice to see. At the front here we have this plaque of wood, well, that's what it's meant to represent, and what you do is you put Hagrid on there, and it's sort of just an entrance to lead all these students into the Great Hall, and you just sort of pop the bolt in that little corner then, and then you've got a few of these light green grass pieces as well that are used throughout the whole thing. Quite like them. And then you've also got the sort of balcony section here, and I do quite like that. I like the tile pieces that they use, and then the gaps that are in between them. So here we have the top section of the Great Hall, and you see that we've got a lot of the turrets used there, and you'll also see that we've got a bit of the green used as well. I really like that because it's sort of meant to represent that the castle is meant to be green, however it's nighttime and it still has a bit of the reflection, so I think that's really nicely done. And then moving down, you can actually see that you do have a sticker here which is representing the clock, which is quite nice. I think that is a pretty decent design. And then you've got the big brown doors beneath that, and these can be opened outwards like this to reveal the Great Hall, which I will take a closer look at the moment. And over here you've got another little entrance which actually leads you away to the big tower. The tower is a pretty decent design, however it does use a lot of these stickers for the bricks, which is okay, but I think that it would have been cool if it just included brick pieces. However, I do understand that because there are a lot of these curved pieces, so they sort of did have to do that. And then it does come with a big tower there, and it's very simple in the way it is designed. It uses again these 1x1 cheese slope pieces, and these attachments can sort of be ever so slightly moved side to side, and then you've also got the exact same thing on the other side. And then here we also have the side of the Great Hall, quite thick the way it's done. I like that. And then you've got a few more of these brown windows here with a lot of these sloped pieces, which I do really like the way they look. And I think one thing I really like is that it's sort of in midair, because it's not touching the ground or anything, so I think that's really nice. And over here next to it you do have a few of these technic hole pieces which are used to connect to the other castle structures. And here you have the big interior. I think that the interior is absolutely amazing. You've got the main Great Hall here, and then on the tower you do have the spiral staircase, and then you've got a few classrooms, and then you've got just an extra room there, and you've also got the Mirror of Erised. So let's take a closer look at the Great Hall. So at the top here you do have a lot of these candle pieces used, which I really do like, sort of hanging in midair there. I do like that. However, you can see a lot of the technic structure, which is quite irritating, especially with the grey pins. However, I think it's better that they use them than the blue. And then you've also got the flags as well, representing each individual house. So you got Slytherin here, and then on the other side you got Gryffindor. And you're probably wondering where Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff are. Well, in order to get them, you just have to turn this thing around, and they do come off quite easily. So I would suggest to beware that. But these are stickers. You'll see on the other side you've actually got the other houses, and I think that's quite nice that they've included that. I think that it's nice. They couldn't fit all of them, I do understand that. However, it just looks really good when you do have all of the sort of the houses. But if you were gonna perhaps modify that, you could just put one there and then one there. So it is possible to do, however Lego didn't do it. But I'm not too bothered about that because they didn't include the stickers for the other two houses. All you have to do is just flip them over to get access to the other house. So here we have the actual Great Hall itself, and you've got a nice fireplace here used with a lot of these sloped dark red pieces, and you can see the flames as well, which is really nice. I do quite like that. Then you've also got a bunch of tables. You got 4, sort of trying to represent each individual house. However, it's a pretty small space, so they couldn't put all 4 tables on there, but I think this is okay. And it doesn't have any seats or anything like that. You don't have any chairs because all of the students do have these small legs, so you have to sort of do it like that, or you could stand them up. I would suggest to do it like that because it does look as though they are sitting down, and it's a bit more convincing. And then you do have a few plates of food. You've got some chicken there, and then you've got some extra cakes, and then you've got a nice tea cup there, which is quite nice. I do like this. And then you got a red mug there, and then on the other side you do have the place where the teachers do sit, and these do have chairs, and then you've actually got the house trophy here, which is quite nice. It's sort of right at the back, but this is what it looks like. I think that they've done a pretty decent job on that. It's just one big mold, and then you've got 3 chairs. You've got the middle one, which is for Dumbledore, and then you've just got 2 regular ones beside it. Very simple the way it's done. The Dumbledore chair, however, can actually be moved up and down from this section here, which is quite nice. However, the other ones are just stuck there, and then they do have a few golden goblets. And then when you open the gates, you do actually see 2 broomsticks. So you've got a light brown one there, and then you've got a black one there, and they're just attached with the clips. Okay, so here we have the spiral staircase, which is done in a light brown, and it's quite nice the way they've done it, because you can quite easily open it up like that. I'm going to say that there's a bit of a complaint when you connect this up to the Whomping Willow. You can't actually open this up because it just doesn't allow you for some reason, so that is quite unfortunate. And then if you close that, and you'll see that we've got a regular broom there. I'm just going to open that up again, and we've also got a frog there as well, and I'm pretty sure that's meant to represent Neville's frog as well, so I think that's quite nice. It's done in yellow and it is on a stand. So here we have the second floor, and this is a potions classroom. You can see you've got a lot of cauldrons here, and then you've got a lot of these sort of kryptonite shaped pieces, which is quite nice to see. You've got a translucent green one here, and then you've got another one, and then you've got a red one, and you can quite easily put them in there. And then you've also got a small one there, and then you've just got a few of these translucent pieces representing all of the glasses and everything, and I think that they've done a nice representation of that. And then on the floor above that, it's sort of meant to represent a bit of a storeroom. You've got all the sort of the animals there. You've got Hedwig, you've got Scabbers, and then you've got a spider. And then you've also got the sorting hat, which is a really nice mold. I do really like the way this actually looks. I think that they've done a really, really good job on this, with sort of molding all of the eyes and the mouth and everything, and the point with the top section, and that's done in a light brown. And then you also do have a brown treasure chest as well, which can be opened up to reveal a few of these diamonds here in different colors. And then here we have the last floor, which doesn't really have any room, but you do have the Mirror of Erised, which is really nice. It does come with a nice shiny sticker there. And you got some more on the other side. You see that it does have a nice shine to it when you put it in some light. And it's got a lot of these silver stickers throughout the whole thing. And then on the other side, you do have another representation there, and that's showing Dumbledore with his socks. Even though it wasn't in the movie, I do quite like that they've included that. And then the main one is Harry with his parents here, and you do get a spare one, so you can switch them over. So here you have Professor Quirrell with the Philosopher's Stone, and then at the back you do have Ron with the house cup and everything, and with the Quidditch cup and everything. So I think that is a pretty nice representation as well. And then here you have the Phoenix, which is a pretty simple mold, but it works okay. It does fall off a lot, especially with this back piece here representing the tail. That is quite annoying, and the rest of it is just mainly space, so there's not really too much to see there. Here we have Harry and Ron, and all of these students who are in Gryffindor do come with the same torso print, which I guess is okay. I think that they could have perhaps changed it up a little bit more to make it unique for each figure, but I can live with it. They do come with these short black legs, and they do come with these posable wands as well, which is quite nice. So it does allow you to point it, for example, and I think it allows for nice playability. Then here's the back, quite simple in the way it is done. They do both come with alternate faces, so Harry does have sort of a shrieked out face there. It looks like he's yelling, and then Ron sort of has the same expression there. Here we have Draco Malfoy and Hermione, and I think that these are decent figures. Hermione, she does come in the Whomping Willow as well. That's the exact same version, which is pretty irritating. Malfoy, however, I'm pretty sure this sort of version is exclusive to this set, and I do like this Malfoy with the exclusive torso printing there, because he's a Slytherin, and he does come with a nice cheeky face here with the smirk, and I just think it looks good. And then they do also come with the posable wands, and there's a back. Hermione does have a alternate face, which is sort of a worried look there, and they both do come with the short legs done in black, like Harry and Ron. And then Malfoy has a more angry expression. Here we have Susan Bones and Nearly Headless Nick, and I think Nearly Headless Nick is probably going to be the better figure out of these two. However, I think that Susan Bones is a decent figure. She's one of the students. She sort of has the same design with her torso, but it is a different color because she is in a different house. So I think that's okay. She does again come with the posable wand. I do quite like that hairpiece she has, and Nearly Headless Nick. I think that his torso printing is just absolutely amazing, and he sort of is done in sort of a grey and silver, and the silver does sort of shine. If I just apply a bit of lighting, you see that it does have a bit of a glow to it, and then it also has a bit of dark grey as well on the legs. You'll see that they've actually done them with a dual mold, which is quite nice. And then I think that his hairpiece is quite cool as well with the head, and they do come with a alternate face. So Susan Bones comes with a sort of a worried look there, and then Nearly Headless Nick comes with a sort of sad face. And I think with Susan Bones, her hairpiece is actually really cool because it's actually quite rubbery as well. So I think that the best part about this figure is probably the hairpiece. Here we have Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall, and I think that Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall, both of the figures are actually really cool. I love the printing for McGonagall and Dumbledore. However, you can't really see his because of that beard piece, which is done in a light grey, and it's the same colour as his hairpiece. McGonagall, she comes with a black hat, and because she has the hat on, she does not have an alternate face, which is pretty unfortunate, but I can live with that. I'm not really a massive fan of alternate faces anyways. However, I do know some people like to have their alternate faces. Dumbledore, however, does come with an alternate face, which I will show you later on. And I think that the design is just quite nice. And they both come with the posable wands there. And here's the back. I think McGonagall definitely has a better back than Dumbledore. I think that is a really nice detailed design. Dumbledore's back is pretty decent. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's okay. And then he does come with an alternate face, which you'll switch with the beard. And then lastly, we have Hagrid and Professor Quirrell, probably my most favourite two figures of the set. I think Hagrid probably does take the first position because he is pretty unique compared to a regular LEGO minifigure. I think that the design on Hagrid is actually really good, and they've just done a really nice job in sort of getting him how he actually looks in the film, and I think that it does look a lot like how the actor does in the Harry Potter movies, which is really good, and they don't usually pull this off very well. So that's a really good job done there. Quirrell, on the other hand, again, is quite nice. I do like that sort of robe that's there, which sort of connects from the turban, and that's done in purple, and I really like that piece that they use for it. And you'll see that it's got a lot of the creases and everything in there, and you can see all the molds for it showing it's been wrapped around. And then the Quirrell does come with a posable wand again, and Hagrid comes with a lamp with a translucent yellow piece inside of it, and then the outside is done in gunmetal grey, and then he also comes with a bright pink umbrella. So I think that the equipment is quite nice there, and I just really appreciate Hagrid's torso printing. I think that it is really good. If I just move the lamp out of the way so you can sort of see it there, look at that. I think that it's just really nicely done there, and he's actually got short brown legs, and then the torso print is really long because it's sort of meant to represent that he is the half giant, and you'll see that you've got the molds on the side for the pockets, which is again quite nice. And then at the back he doesn't have any printing, which is kind of unfortunate, and he doesn't have an alternate face, but he does have a face. I really like this piece here, so it sort of connects the beard and the hair together. And just to show you what his normal face looks like, there it is. Hagrid without no beard. Looks quite creepy. And then Quirrell, he does come with, you could call it an alternate face, or you could call it Voldemort's face. I think that this is a really cool figure. I think that they've just done a really good job in getting that face there. And it's quite pale as well, which is good. It's sort of meant to be like that, so I do like it that they've done it like that. And then you've got a few creases on his back, and with that being said, that is sort of it for these two figures. So overall, I think this is actually a really good set. I think that it looks really good when you connect it to the other castle structures. However, if you're just looking to have a Harry Potter castle set by itself, I would definitely recommend getting this one. Builds great. It looks amazing. Basilisk, really like that. The bolt as well, I really like the mold for that. And you get a ton of really cool minifigures. A great deal for £90. So with that being said, everybody, this is the end of the video. If you did enjoy this review, then please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The notification bell turned on. So peace out. See you later and bye bye.